Welcome to Love by Design, the podcast for high-achieving women who are ready to stop performing for love and start building it from truth, from alignment. Welcome back to Love by Design. This is Joan. So it's June now, and over the past year, we've covered a lot of ground. We've talked about why relationships aren't here to make you happy. We talked about your partner as a mirror for your unhealed wounds. We talked about aloneness as initiation. We talked about becoming whole before becoming available. We talked about what it means to outgrow someone you love. We also talked about staying sovereign when the world is pressuring you to settle. Every single episode was building to this one. Because all of that work, all the healing, the sovereignty, the discernment, the refusal to settle, that was all preparation. And it was preparation for this. And this is divine union, the love that transcends need. And today, I want to tell you what it actually is. Not the fairy tale version, not the twin flame version, the real version, the one building your whole life towards. So I want to be clear on some misconceptions first, because we've been sold a lot of stories about what it is supposed to look like. Look, divine union is not twin flames, at least not in my opinion, and I need to say that very clearly. The twin flame framework, as beautiful as it sounds, often becomes a justification for chaotic, painful, on again, off again relationships. We keep hurting each other because we're meant to. No. Intensity is not destiny. Pain is not proof of death. Divine union is not finding the one. That framing is passive. It puts all the power outside of you. Like love is something that happens to you if you're lucky enough. It isn't. Divine union is not the fairy tale ending. There is no ending. Conscious partnership is not a destination you arrive at and then you just coast. No, it's a living, breathing, evolving commitment forever. And divine union is not the reward for suffering enough. So this is one that I hear a lot. Well, after everything that I've been through, I deserve this now. No. Your suffering is not currency. Your growth is. Those are two very different things. And divine union is not completion. It's not two halves making a whole. That model has kept women small and searching for decades. So you are not half a person waiting to be completed. You are a whole person. And divine union is what happens when two whole people choose each other. So what is it? What is divine union? Well, divine union is two whole people choosing each other consciously, not from need, from desire, not from fear, from freedom, not from lack, from fullness. It's a relationship where both people are committed to growth, individually and together. Where love is not the destination, love is actually just the vehicle. It is the vehicle for evolution, for expansion, for becoming. It's a partnership that serves both people's highest expression. So where both people are held in their healing, they are challenged in their growth, they are witnessed in their becoming. And here's what makes it really divine. When two people come together consciously, they don't just create a relationship, they create a third thing, something that didn't exist before they chose each other. So this could be a shared mission, a shared frequency, a shared creation that serves something beyond just the two of them. So I know you've probably felt this when you're around certain couples. There's this palpable energy between them. And it's not because they're perfect. No, it's because they're aligned at the soul level. And that alignment creates something in a different world. So that's the third thing. And that's what divine union is. So I want to clarify need versus desire, because this is a very important distinction that I can offer to you today. The difference between need and desire goes like this. Need says, I can't be whole without you. And desire says, I'm whole and I choose you. Need says, complete me. Desire says, expand with me. So need is desperate, it's grasping, it's conditional. I need you to show up in a certain way so I can feel okay. I need you to love me so I know that I'm worth loving. I need you to stay so I know I'm not alone. No. Desire, on the other hand, is spacious. It is generous. It is free. It's expansive. So it sounds like, I want to build something with you. I choose you because of who you are and who we can become together. I stay because I'm choosing this, not because I'm afraid to leave. Can you sense the difference? Most relationships are built on need. That's the truth. And need-based relationships, they have a ceiling because the moment the other person stops meeting your needs, things start to fall apart. Divine union is built on desire. And here's the paradox. Desire only becomes possible when you have done the work of becoming whole. You cannot desire from fullness if you're still choosing from lack. And this is why the work, which I've talked about in the past, really, really matters. It's not punishment, it's preparation. The aloneness that you sat with, the wounds you had to heal, the sovereignty that you've built, all of it was moving you from need to desire. You were moving from completion to expansion. You were moving from looking for someone to rescue you to being ready to build with someone. So, the work comes first. I've said this so many times, and I want to tell you why. Well, divine union cannot arrive for a woman who is still choosing from fear. It cannot arrive for a woman who still needs someone to complete her. It cannot arrive for a woman whose unhealed wounds are making her magnetic to the wrong people. And I know that might be hard to hear, but it is true. Think about everything that we've been talking about over the last few months. Relationships are the curriculum, right? So you needed to understand that love has a purpose beyond happiness. We talked about your partner as a mirror because you needed to understand that your triggers are showing you your work that needs to be done. We talked about aloneness as initiation because you needed to become whole before becoming available. And we talked about staying sovereign because you needed to stop letting the world's timeline override your own knowing. Every episode was a piece of the preparation, and it's not because you were broken, but it's because divine union requires a level of consciousness that most of us have to grow into. So it's not something that can be rushed. These are not steps that you can skip over. You definitely cannot fake it till you make it. The work has to come first because the work is what makes you available. So what does it actually feel like? How is divine union different from everything that Hollywood has tried to teach us? Well, think about it. We've been taught that love feels like butterflies in your stomach, obsession, you can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't stop dreaming about them. It's all intensity that borders on chaos. It's all about urgency, desperation, that feeling of, I can't function without this person. And of course, they called it romance. Well, divine union feels nothing like that. Divine union feels like recognition. It feels like, there you are. Not, oh my God, who are you? No, it feels like, I know you. It feels like clarity, not confusion. Not the constant cycle of hot and cold, push and pull. No, it feels like clarity. It feels like peace and aliveness at the same time. It feels safe and electric. It feels grounded and expansive. It feels like coming home to yourself, but in another person. Not losing yourself in them, no, or disappearing into them, no. It is like finding yourself more fully through the encounter. The passion is real, but it doesn't come with the desperation. The chemistry is real, but it doesn't come with the chaos. And of course, the love is real. It is deeper, it is quieter, it is more certain. than anything that the fire and chaos love ever produced. You will know it because it will be different. It is not because it matches what they said in the movies. No, because it matches you. You will know it when it is true for you. So how do you find it? How do you find it? Well, you don't find it. You become available for it. And here's what I want you to understand about how this whole thing works. So divine union is not out there waiting to be discovered. It's not a person that you haven't met yet. It's not something that happens to you if you're patient enough, or if you're spiritual enough, or if you're lucky enough. It's actually a state of being that you grow into. So when you're whole enough, when you're sovereign enough, when you're conscious enough, you become available for a love that matches that frequency. And the work of this entire season that we've been going through is about becoming available. It's about doing the work, not performing availability, not showing up on the apps and acting like you have it together while you're secretly choosing from there. It's about actually embodying it. So you're embodying the wholeness, the sovereignty, the discernment, the refusal to settle. All of that raises your frequency. All of that makes you available for a love that can actually hold who you are, the true you. So you don't find divine union, you become the woman that divine union is drawn to. So here's what I want to leave you with today. This is all that we've been building towards. It's not just a relationship. It's a conscious partnership. It's one that serves your evolution, one that serves something bigger than the two of you. It is one built on desire, not on need. It is built on freedom, not fear. It is built on wholeness, not completion. This is the type of relationship where the love is the vehicle, not the destination. Both of you are growing. Both of you are held. Both of you are becoming exponentially higher versions of yourselves than you could have ever become on your own. And I promise you that this is available to you. Not as a reward for your suffering and all that you've been through and all you've had to deal with. No, as a result of your becoming. This is the new era of love. It's not the Cinderella story or the twin flames or the flying in the wand. No, this is about two whole people consciously choosing each other. So thank you. I see you. I see you for doing the work. I see you for choosing consciousness over comfort. I see you for refusing to settle even when it was hard. This is the work that changes everything. Not just your love life, it changes everything. And divine union is available for you. Thank you for joining me on today's episode. And if it stirred something in you, trust that. Alignment isn't a concept, it is a calling. And if you're feeling the nudge to take this work deeper, then I want you to go ahead and book your Aligned Love Assessment, where we map your patterns, reveal what's keeping you stuck, and explore your journey to aligned love. You can book your session at joannwosu.com. Until next time, remember, you're not here to earn love, you're here to embody it. So keep dating by design, not by default. See you next week.